everyone. Welcome back to Kamitian Field. I'm Kate Morton, here with Sarah Danielle. Today is April 30th, and we're here with the Holliston Panthers girls lacrosse playing the Bellingham Blackhawks. Tonight, Holliston girls are celebrating senior night. With us in the booth are Dawn Cronin on camera and Lindsay Crane on the live stream.
So we right now are celebrating our senior players, those going off to college. We have a few from Bellingham as well going off to college that we will be honoring this evening. We have our Holliston Youth Lacrosse program and the girls here to celebrate and see these seniors as they progress and move on into college. Coaches are lining up, and the youth program and the JV and the varsity players are all creating a tunnel for the girls to run through. What's nice is that a lot of these girls have played since the youth program, so to have the youth program here is really kind of nice for the girls to see the development. And it's nice for the young girls to see these players, these athletes out there playing on the field.
That's right, Sarah. And I think the person announcing the seniors tonight has a special relationship with some of the team.
Yeah, that is Paul Hickey. The famous Mr. Hickey is announcing this evening. He has been a legend here at Holliston High School, seen around the building in the school as a substitute. He's been on the field for field hockey as a JV and assistant field hockey coach, and he's been the JV lacrosse coach for quite a while. It's been, I think, 2 years since he's stepped away from that, but it's great to have him back. The girls are really honored to have him announcing the seniors this evening.
That's so great. Looks like we also have some of our Holliston girls lined up with their We Love Senior shirts.
Yeah, the girls have great shirts that they have all made. We're now announcing the seniors for the Bellingham Blackhawks. It was Maya Morrison being announced first. We now have Sophia Jarvis as a senior in Bellingham. Sierra Dorigo was the next one being announced. She's a senior, number 21. And the last one they're announcing is Grace Kelly, who is number 26 for the Blackhawks. Nice to be able to honor them with some flowers as well.
Absolutely.
So we're now looking to announce the Holliston seniors as they come through their tunnel. They'll receive some flowers and be accompanied by their parents out to the center field. We have pictures being taken by Mrs. McGrath, which is great. First senior is number 3 for Holliston Panthers, Kylie DePoto. She's being accompanied by her parents, Carolyn and Christina, and her sister, Sophia. She is actually off to Bridgewater College next year for special education, which we're both teachers, Kate and I, so love seeing more people going into the special education field.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. We need a lot more good people there.
The next senior that's coming out is Noelle Oliver. Noelle is being accompanied by her parents, Dina and Guy, along with her brother, Ian, and grandmother, Patty. Noelle is off to Stonehill College next year, which is pretty exciting. Great school close by. Next person coming through is number 8 for the Panthers, Sarah Schellings, accompanied by her parents, Mark and Liz. She is off next year to the University of South Carolina. She's going to be a Gamecock.
Wow, that's great. Each of these girls are also receiving a bouquet of flowers from one of the underclassmen on the team.
Yeah, the great thing about those flowers, too, is Deborah's Flowers right here in town helped us with those flowers. Beautiful bouquets for both teams.
That's wonderful. And Haba as well, right?
And Haba, actually, yep, Haba paid for the Holliston flowers. Next up, we have number 22 for Holliston, Maeve Jordan, accompanied by her parents, Shannon and Derek, and her brother, Liam. She is off next year to James Madison University. I think they are the Bulldogs. I'm not sure. Lila Feldman, number 23 for Holliston Panthers, is going through the tunnel. She's accompanied by her parents, Peter and Alice. She next year is off to Fordham University, Kate, which is a great school.
It's a great school, absolutely. These kids all have bright futures, really great places. Lucky to have each and every one of them.
It's so nice when they're out there with their parents, being able to celebrate, especially parents with their great support over the years at these games, rain and shine. They're always there cheering the players on. Next player coming through the tunnel is number 26, Autumn Smith, accompanied by her parents, Melissa and Mark. She also has her aunt, Ellen, and her siblings, Harrison and Michaela, who are home from college with her as well. Next year, Autumn is off to the University of Tennessee. She's going to be a volunteer down there. She even said she was going to buy a pair of cowboy boots for University of Tennessee.
I love that.
Next coming through the tunnel is number 27, Avery Ash, accompanied by her parents, Christopher and Meredith. Next year, Avery Ash is attending Sacred Heart University. The next four players that are coming through are the captains for the Holliston Panthers. The first one is no, actually, they might have changed it up, so I'm going to wait a minute here. Next coming through is number 15, Captain Abby Langen, and she is accompanied by her parents, Shannon and Carl. Next year, Abby is off to Fairfield University. The great thing about this is she is a twin, so her sister is also going to Fairfield University as well next year, and she's playing as well, which they will be announcing in a minute. Number 24, Captain Bridget Malvey. She's accompanied by her parents, Erica and Todd, and grandparents, Grammy and Dan. She next year is off to Providence College. I do want to give a special shout out to Erica Malvey. She has been a youth lacrosse coach through the years, has seen a lot of these girls since they were in kindergarten playing all the way through. So what an honor it is for her tonight to celebrate her daughter, Bridget. And it's Ann McGrath taking the pictures, correct?
That's right. That's correct.
Next captain coming through is number 28, Captain Delia Kane. She's accompanied by her parents, Jamie and Krista, and her grandparents, Jack and Maureen. What's nice about both the Malvies and the Kane's grandparents is they attend a lot of our games, especially Mr. Kane. Grandpa Kane attends many of them, cheering on his granddaughter. It warms my heart at the end of the game when he is standing there and Delia will come running over to give him a big hug. Last person coming through is number 34, Captain Amelia Langen. She is the twin of Abby. She is also Holliston Panthers goalie. She's accompanied again by her parents, Shannon and Carl. And as I said earlier, she's off to Fairfield University next year, which is quite exciting. That's a wrap. That is all our seniors that we have. Usually it's a few minutes. They'll take some pictures with the whole team, with the coaches, I believe. May or may not happen. And then we're ready for game time, Kate.
That's great. You know, it's so fun to see this night. I remember being here when both of our girls were young, first, second grade, making that tunnel for the high school kids. And here they are both playing on this team now.
It is definitely full circle. Yeah. It's nice, too, for the young ones. The the kindergartens through second graders will play at halftime for about 10 minutes, which is nice for them to be able to do that.
That's a lot of fun to watch.
We tried to convince two of the seniors to sing the national anthem, but they have since chickened out, so that we now have just a playing of the national anthem, which we will have in a moment. So as the parents leave the field, the team is celebrating their seniors. It's a special night to honor them. And hopefully the Holliston Panthers, I apologize, Blackhawks, but we're hoping Holliston Panthers come out with the win.
That would be really special for these girls on their senior night to come out with a win.
Yeah, it would be great. A couple of tears from some of the parents out there.
Yeah. Do you imagine what you'll be like when this is your turn?
We're up next year, Kate.
That's
We're
right.
up next year.
That's right. Not sure I'm ready for that. Good thing we have one more.
So we're just waiting right now. We have our principal. Mr. List is in attendance tonight, which is nice to see. Matt Baker is here supporting the girls as well. We have Kenny, who I'm not quite sure his last name, but he's a legend also around the school. Kenny Priest, that is right. He's a legend at Holliston High School. Parents are filtering into the stands. The coaches seem to be giving their pep talks, and we're almost at game time. It looks like Holliston is warming up again, just trying to get themselves out there. We should be starting. It's 5:33. These things always take a little long, and with 11 seniors and 6 for Bellingham, although 2 were not here, takes a little bit longer sometimes to get the game time officially starting.
I also think it's a fun tradition on these senior nights that the kids take such responsibility for decorating the field and making sure it feels really nice and festive for the seniors as they come in. They made some posters with pictures of them.
Yeah, beautiful posters downstairs with each each player's name on it. That's a senior, with their pictures of them over the years, with their besties from the teams, with their parents. Super special. I think on the girls lacrosse team, one of their traditions is for the girls, senior girls, to wear tiaras and boas all day long. So they have some fun. They start off with a breakfast in the morning, and then they're dressed up, and all the players are wearing their I Love Their Senior shirts. It is a really nice night, and we'll end the night with this game and then some pizza afterwards. So that will be a good round day for them.
Such great traditions. It's good to see.
Well, hopefully this game goes better than Hopkinton, Kate. Yet the other day, Hopkinton really stepped up their game, playoff ready as they came out there. They overpowered us, I think, on speed and phenomenal passing and shots.
Yeah, they are an excellent team.
Bigger school, I think that plays into it a little bit. I think you can, pick and choose your players and
absolutely have a wider roster, a deeper roster.
Yep. We're going to keep them at bay next time. That's what Coach Luke is the coach for the Holliston Panthers. When I talked to him yesterday, he said he definitely wants to keep the Hopkinton at a lower number for score and maybe bump up ours a little bit as well. Defeating sometimes when they come out as strong as they came out on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Defeating for our team. So, you kind of get in your head when you're a player and think you can't beat them. But I think next time around they're going to be more ready to defend.
That's right. I often think that first goal of the game really sets a tone. And so if you're not that first goal, it's important to keep your head in the game, get the second.
Yep. And as the game of lacrosse, if you're not familiar with it or as familiar with it, winning the draws is everything. So we struggled with that on Tuesday. Hopefully we'll see that change a little bit. I know the team has been working on that, working on their draws, working on their transitions. Defense was pretty solid once they got their self together. I think they held them at the best they could. But again, tough team. Our division, I think, Kate, is pretty tough. We play Westwood, which is they're phenomenal. We play Dover Sherborne, which also has just a great program, a lot of club players. And same thing with Medfield has grown.
Yes, and some of these towns in our league are in the Division 2.
Yeah.
And we're in Division 3. I'm not exactly sure how towns end up in those two divisions.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a matter of their population size of their school, and other times it all has to do with their athleticism.
Mm-hmm. Coming into this game, the Holliston girls have a 4-7 record. I think we're looking to add a fifth.
Yeah, we're hoping. That is for sure. We're hoping. Got a couple of games that I think we lost at the beginning that we have the chance to rebound and win. Dedham is one that I think we definitely should win that game. We came out very flat at that game. So I think we have the potential on home turf advantage to beat them. The other team is Norwood. They came out. That was one of our first games, I think.
I think that was the first game.
Yeah, so I think, first game, you're playing new players, people that you're not as familiar with playing. So I think they had to get used to each other. And I think our defense is really strong, and our attack, we have a lot of plays. Coach Luke has given the girls a lot of different plays. It's just a matter of executing them. So if they can execute them, we should be winning some of those games, which will help our positioning.
That's right. I think in that Norwood game, the girls looked really strong for 3 of the 4 quarters, but they kind of let things go during that third quarter.
Yeah. And again,
they do have it in them.
Yeah, I agree.
We also have an excellent goalie on this team. We'll definitely be missing her next year.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. They do have the JV goalie, Elena. Her last name is escaping me, but she's not bad. She developed in the youth program. I had the opportunity to coach her for a while, and she's just grown a lot. So we have the potential. Elena Hoffey. We have the potential to have her next year, and I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, that's fantastic that we have a goalie coming up ready to go.
But Amelia will be very much missed. She's I'm so impressed with her going out with very limited padding on her, especially padding on her legs. A lot of goalies feel like it restricts them a lot in their movement. So she's taken a lot off the shin, off the knee, a lot of bruises. We're almost to prom season. The girls are trying to keep the bruises to the minimum.
At a minimum.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think recently she celebrated her 300th save in goal.
Oh, she did against the, I forget what team it was against. We were hoping it was going to be out at Wachusett, but it was the next game after that. Yeah, I think it was Dover Sherborne, I think, was her game. That's right. Her father stood up with a shirt that said, was it 300? It was 300.
300
saves.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive for a goalie.
You know, I think another strength of this team that we have is we have a lot of scorers. We have a lot of girls that have gotten out there and put a goal in net. So we can see 5, 6, 7 different girls score in the same game.
I'm just going to mute for 1 second. Something happened down there. Great. Sorry about that. We just heard a little commotion, making sure everything was okay, which it looks like it is. The girls look like they're collecting the balls now, getting ready for game time. Bellingham has definitely grown in their strength as well. Although I don't follow them closely, I know that they've really worked hard at their program and developing it. I know it from the youth program. They've had some great coaching and looking for a good competition today. But again, selfishly, we'd like to see
we would like that
Holliston Panthers to win. Kate, I was yesterday at their practice helping out Coach Luke, and I had the opportunity to witness the whole senior tradition of the senior assassin, which is with the squirt guns and all of that. And at the end of practice, the girls were kind of huddled because they could see people waiting for them to get them out of this competition. So we had three of our captains, all of the sudden, before the practice was even, we were in a huddle. They all of the sudden, I guess it was understood, they ran as fast as they could over to a side road and jumped in their car to take off to avoid being eliminated in this game.
And while they're at practice, it's a safe time, right?
Safe time at practice.
Waiting until they would leave the field, and then it's free.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people still in. There was a little animosity on the team, I guess. Autumn got Avery Ash out. She was not happy about that. I believe it was Autumn getting Avery Ash out. So she wasn't very happy about that. So she's hoping Autumn gets out. We'll see what happens.
It's not much you can do. You just get who you get, right? You don't choose who you're.
That's right.
Who you're after.
Even if it's a teammate.
So you have to cross your friendship sometimes. Do what has to be done.
That is correct.
It's all in the game. I wonder who will be the last student standing.
Yeah, it will be interesting. My older daughter had, I believe in her year, it was one of the lacrosse players was the last one standing. I think, if I'm right. I'm
Now,
sure.
what do you get for that? Just a big tap on the back?
I feel like they might get money for it. I think they all put money in, and I am pretty sure that that was what happens, but I could be wrong on that.
That will be something we can find out. Little cash prize sounds like fun.
I'll check with one of our parents and see if we can get confirmation of that.
I think these girls are looking strong in warm-ups today.
They were game ready yesterday at practice. They were really working hard. I think if they come out with speed, they come out there with the attitude of wanting to win, and their passing clicks. I think they're going to be on fire out there.
Now, Sarah, you mentioned that you were at practice yesterday assisting Coach Luke, who's been doing a great job. And you know these girls quite well, too, because you've been their youth lacrosse coach for several of these girls since they were kindergarten. Did you start?
I've had both the seniors, the juniors. My daughter is a junior, Charlotte Daniel, and I also have coached the sophomores as well. So yeah, it's great to see all of these girls, how well they're playing, and I'm excited to see them play as a team. That's what I like the most about it, is I like seeing them get out there and actually play as a team, talking to one another, helping one another, cheering each other on. That's what it's all about.
It's all about just having fun out there.
Well, we are almost at game time. I'm wondering why they're waiting. It looks like the refs are talking to the athletic director. Bellingham did show up closer to 5 o'clock, so maybe we're just giving them a little bit of time to warm up before the game starts. We might also be waiting for another official. I see one official on the field. I'm not seeing a second. Do you see a second out there, Kate?
I am not either seeing a second.
So I'm wondering if that may be the reason we're at a delayed start right now.
That would be a reason. We would not be allowed to start one of these games without two refs on the field. Is that correct,
That
Sarah?
is correct. We would need two refs. Holliston's looking great out there. They're passing. They're really running through some of their 3v2, which looks good out there.
It looks great. They're looking really confident, smooth.
Looks like maybe the coaches are getting word from our athletic director what might be going on. I'm assuming it's that we're without a second ref right now. We're going to take a break here as we're sitting here, just as we're waiting. We'll come back on in a minute, just trying to get a pulse at what's going on. So it sounds like it's official. There was something that happened with the refs. We only have one ref. It looks like we are now looking at a 40 to 45 minute delay in the start of the game. They have a ref, Kate, coming from another game, so they should be getting here. But I guess it's time to sit back and relax, maybe go home, grab something to eat or drink, and then head back to the game is what it's sounding like.
They did say that. They said if the other ref that was scheduled for this game were to show up in the next 2 to 3 minutes, we would go ahead and start the game with that ref. But otherwise, we're just going to sit tight here.
Yeah, it's these things happen sometimes. Refs are hard to find. I got to give a shout out to refs, and as parents, we get very emotional on the sideline, but they are the ones on the field making the call. So it's challenging sometimes making those calls and not having two refs at a girls lacrosse game. Their speed is really fast. You need two refs out there. So I'm glad they're waiting for a ref. It's just unfortunate on senior night to be delaying it as much as they're delaying it. That's right.
All right, we're going to head out and take a little break while we're waiting for this ref, and we'll be back when we have a game starting.
And as soon as the ref comes, we will start the game, they said, right away. So it looks like, folks, we've got a game that should be beginning. A ref has attended or has shown up from Medway, coming from another game. They're going to be ready to start right away, which will be great. Apparently, I guess the other ref that was supposed to be here was the head ref, and so the other ref that's here is the secondary one, so he would not do the game by himself. That's what caused the delay. The original ref apparently had some family emergency, so hopefully everything's okay there. And thankfully Bellingham was willing to wait it out, especially because we've got a lot of grandparents and aunts and uncles in the stand for our seniors.
That's right. I think in the end it worked out okay for all these kids here. There's a lot going on here tonight at Holliston High School with different games, baseball game and whatnot. I think some of the kids were able to go cheer on some of their other classmates, which they don't usually get a chance to do.
I always say, too, it gives us a story, right? It gives the kids a story. I remember our senior night, so
that's right.
Gives it some fun, but it definitely looks like they're ready to get out there right away and play, which is great.
They're ready to go. So we're just going to see the girls setting up on the field here.
Looks like in traditional style, we might be starting all the seniors. The 11 seniors on the team looks like they are out there on the field, which is great to see. Great opportunity for these seniors to play all together, knowing that they're going to be graduating and off to school.
That's right. On our circle tonight, we have number 15, Captain Abigail Langen, taking the draw. And she's supported. Not quite sure yet. I'm not seeing the numbers. We'll see how this draw goes.
And we've got a game. Looks like it's Delia Kane was on the circle.
Along with Maeve Jordan. Just great. 3 seniors taking that draw, winning it. Oh.
Bellingham currently has the ball. Holliston's defense is setting up. Looks like they're man on man. We've got Bellingham looking to pass the ball, maybe make a cut. Great defense by Holliston, really keeping them out of the 8-meter arc.
That's right. Defending our goal tonight, we have senior Bridget Malvey, captain. Nice save by...
That was a great save by Amelia. She was able to get the ball. We're now bringing that ball down. It looks like it is Abby, maybe, bringing the ball
Abby
down.
Abby Langen bringing the ball down. She's going to be looking for a pass here. Or she may just go straight in.
That was a good pass to
Lila
Feldman,
another senior on the team. Great attack.
Hopefully they can grab this ball and grab it. That was a great check by Lila to get the ball. Still playing.
Bellingham was able to scoop that up and take it out of our attacking end, and they're on their way to their attacking end.
Got some wheels there by Bellingham trying to go in. Looks like Holliston defense solidly protected them. Looks like there might be a shooting space call coming in.
That was Bellingham, number 14, a freshman on the team, Emma Henchy, bringing the ball down the field. Here she is taking a free position shot.
Great save by Amelia. Great save. We're going back out. Holliston has
Avery
passed
Ash
it.
has sent it down to Abby. She's about to scoop this ground ball.
That was a great pickup there. No problem. Wide open in the front. Caroline Morris. Yep.
And we have our first goal of the game. Caroline Morris from Holliston Panthers, number 13, a sophomore on the team.
That was a great goal. Well played. Great pass. I believe the assist was by Abby.
I think it was an assist by Abby.
Looks like all the seniors, too, are staying out on the field for a little bit, which is, again, really nice for them on senior night.
So on the circle, we see Avery Ash, Abby Langan, and Maeve Jordan.
If you remember earlier, I said taking the draws and winning the draws are really critical. Allows the slow play, allows for us to control it. Right now, Bellingham is in control. Great defense by Holliston. Trying to contest it. Defense is solid. Brick wall trying to get through there. Oh, that was a great pass.
That was a shot by Bellingham player number 15, Mackenzie Walton, a freshman on the team. It was a nice shot.
That was a great shot. Great feed from behind the net, which was really nice.
We're about to see our first sub of the game, it appears.
Great. We've got on the circle, it looks like we have freshman Brooklyn Lassard coming in.
And Brooklyn will take over the draw. Abby Langan and Caroline Morris are on the circle.
Great fight for a ground ball, and Bellingham has once again win that draw. It'll be interesting to see if they look for that same feed, that same cut. Hopefully defense can see the play, read the play.
Bellingham slowing the play down, working things around the circle, thinking about a play.
Great defense by Holliston. Really focused on making sure keeping them out of the 8-meter mark. Bridget Malvey now has the ball, bringing it down, which is excellent.
Little push from behind, and she maintains possession. Number 19, midfielder Brooklyn Lassard. This is a freshman on our team.
She's got great speed. Also really good at seeing the field and intercepting the balls, which we'll be looking for tonight from her. coming down low. It looks like they're getting out there. Be interesting if the coach calls a play of some sort.
Abby Langen going in for a shot, looking for a rebound here.
Good save by Bellingham. Looks like there might be a little discrepancy there. It looked like the ball may have rolled in the net, but they are not counting it. Brooklyn coming back with that speed. That's one thing she brings. She's a runner, I believe, she does a lot of running. So it's great to see that speed out there.
That's right. I believe maybe cross country and indoor track.
Yeah.
It's number 13, Caroline Warris, looking at the net, taking a shot. Nice save by the goalie. Number 23.
Great double
Lila
team
Feldman.
there. Nice double team by Holliston. Really putting the pressure on them. And it looks like Bellingham may have called a timeout. Sometimes that's a strategy, Kate, is to, when you're getting double teamed like that, call a timeout. Allows for the team to regroup and maybe not be double teamed and move the ball down the field. So I can appreciate that.
Seems like a nice opportunity then to maintain possession in a situation where you may lose it. So these timeouts, Sarah, are they usually about 1 or 2 minutes in length?
Yeah, usually only about a minute. Usually when they're pulling them out, they usually have a minute to get together and then another 30 seconds to a minute to get back out onto the field.
And then how do they resume the play from there?
Bellingham will start with the ball down by their defense down there, by their goal. Same person that had it will take the ball down the field.
And how are the Holliston defenders allowed to be nearby, or the Holliston attackers?
So the Holliston attackers, I mean, it would be, I would say they probably won't start with a double team because that means somebody's open. And so you'll see that player look for that open player. So I think you're going to end up seeing Bellingham probably run it down, and our attackers are probably not going to be double teaming that. I wouldn't think. So they're going to mark up on all the other players, try to avoid that pass from actually happening, which is great. Looks like we had an opportunity to get that ball.
We
Unfortunately,
need to get those ground balls.
That ground ball did not go our way.
All right, Caroline did get this one. That was a beautiful
Caroline
pickup.
Juarez, hopefully she sees there's a couple of open players in the middle. She's going to take it down. Looks like take it behind, maybe set something up.
All right, looking for Noelle Oliver.
That was a check into Caroline's
Oh,
stick.
No. Number 3, that's actually Kylie DePoto.
Oh, wow, look at the speed of
Bellingham
Bellingham.
has a lot of speed on this.
That's
on this
great
young
speed.
player.
We just need to slow her down on this end, which Bridget Malvey has done a great job in doing it. She's really developed well as a player. Great to see her out on the field as a defender. She's definitely solid on defense and really a leader down there for them, for Holliston.
So this is the Bellingham freshman, Emmy Henchy, who's made some good plays. Young player on this Bellingham team. It will be interesting to see her develop through the years.
Holliston is doing a great job marking up, not allowing that pass to happen. Bridget Malvey just went ahead and intercepted it. Nice job.
Bridgie looking for the center of the field, finding Abby Langen.
Oh, great
sending it
passing,
over to Brooklyn.
too.
Nice pass up to Eliza
Oh, that
Marion.
passing is excellent. That's exactly what you want to be doing. Passing down the field, getting it down there a lot quicker.
Eliza looking for Kylie.
It looks like Bellingham passed it back to their goalie and hopes to get it out of their area.
Goalie clear was a little weak, but it did end up in a Bellingham stick. So we're going to see if we can apply pressure and have this ball come loose.
Looks like Caroline might have tripped a little bit there. I'm not sure whether she tripped over Bellingham's feet. Ball is down in the Holliston area. Again, they're setting it up. Ball's back down on the field.
Abby Langen going for the scrum here. It looks like we might come up as this Autumn Smith.
Great defense.
Abby still going for this.
Great job, Abby, on trying to get
job,
that ball.
And she did want that more.
Nice job. Nice job.
Looks like we had to stick to the sphere.
Going up there, that's 22.
22, Maeve Jordan, senior on the team, making a pass over to Caroline, who will slow things down for a second here.
Looks like they're looking, that was a little bit of a high pass to Kylie DePota. And that means that is Bellingham's ball. Hopefully we'll see a double team coming out of here, trying to put the pressure on Bellingham Blackhawks and maybe take the ball away again. Hard when you've had such a long break before the game actually starts to then get in your groove. Hopefully it will take them not very long to do so. Great double team. They're calling that, I believe, a check in the sphere or maybe pushing. Oh, that was a great
check by Kylie DePoto.
Nice clean check, which is
Caroline
what we
bringing
like.
it back in. All right, Caroline sending it to Brooklyn, looking for the play here to Abby. Abby back to Brooklyn. This is one of their plays here that they're working on.
They've got a couple of interesting Sundays, Mondays, yellow. They have a lot of them out there that he's working with them on. Looks like that might have been shooting space in the...
I think that was a shooting space call, and so we have a free position.
That's Abby Langen with the ball.
My understanding on shooting space is you make a triangle from the player to the corners of the net, and if a defending player enters that area, it would be called shooting space.
That is correct. Hard to call, hard to see as fans, so I know a lot of fans get very discouraged with shooting space, but it really is to protect the player. That was an unfortunate shot that we had there that did not, right at the goalie, so it did not go in. Hopefully we get another chance here. It looks like Holliston has the ball again.
Abby bringing it into, I think this is 22, Maeve Jordan, to Brooklyn, over to Caroline.
Doing a nice,
if they can make something happen here.
Yeah, doing a nice job working it around, setting up the play. Patience is key here. Looks like we're going to do a pick and a roll in with a great shot by Abby, just missed the net.
Number 3, Kylie DePoto is there to bring it back in. It's always important after a shot to get a, your own team there over the line to maintain possession.
Nice. That was a great try by Kylie. She took it around. Caroline right in. Another goal. Nice job, Holliston. Kylie took it from behind and rolled the crease, which is always great to try doing. Lost the ball and then tried a little bit of a field hockey hit in. Didn't make it. Caroline Moores picked it up and shot, which was great. Great goal.
We have about 4 seconds left in this quarter with a score of Holliston 2 and Bellingham 1. On the draw, we have number 19, Brooklyn, our freshman, versus number 2, Shannon Marino, a sophomore from Bellingham. And it won't be long before we see the end of the quarter. There's
Possession.
Abby with a draw control.
Nice job. You got to win those draws. That's so critical in winning.
Absolutely. All right. So we end the first quarter. What do you think, Sarah?
Let's take a break. We're going to
Oh, we don't want to forget to mention our sponsors. For the first half of the game, our sponsor is the First Baptist Church here in Holliston. Great community. They do a lot for the community, create a space for a lot of opportunities to happen there at the First Baptist Church. I think they have a preschool out of there as well.
Yeah, that's great. That's terrific. We appreciate all the support we can get.
Absolutely. Huge shout out to the First Baptist Church and for being a supporter of HCAT.
Yeah, that was a good, that was not a bad first half. You had some players in there that typically don't start the game. So it was nice to see some other players out there giving it a shot. Certainly better on the passing, which I thought was great. I thought the defense was solid. Just got to work on our shots. A couple of those shots went right into the goalie, into their pad. So just finding the net, finding the corners, finding the weak spot for the goalie.
That's right. All right, so we're going to take a break during this quarter two, and we'll be back soon. All right, we are back, ready for the second quarter. Again, big shout out to our first half sponsor, the First Baptist Church. Thank you so much for your support of HCAT and of our beautiful town of Holliston. On the circle taking the draw was Brooklyn Lassard. We have Maggie Morton and Abby Langen supporting, and a draw control for Brooklyn heading to our...
Great draw control from Brooklyn. One hand out there.
All right, we're going to be working it around the circle here. Brooklyn sees Charlotte. Charlotte is a starter on our team who is on the field.
Yeah, Kate, I got to give a shout out. That is my daughter. Happy to see her back out there.
Absolutely.
Number 20.
Here's 25 going in for a shot.
Oh, great try, Maggie.
Great attempt. The goalie got it.
Nice pickup by Charlotte Daniel. Nice job.
Now, is Charlotte allowed to pick it up from the crease, or does the Bellingham?
It wasn't in the crease.
Oh, it wasn't. Did she place it outside the crease? Okay. No. Oh, but the game is stopping here. There's something with the goal, I suppose.
It looks like the goal was not lined up correctly, and the ref wanted to make that adjustment. Yeah. Charlotte still has possession of the ball. Holliston is still there, looking for the pass to Lila.
That was a good grab on Charlotte's part. I think great. Bellingham was leaving it there for a Bellingham player, and she saw an opportunity
to take it, which is great.
Here's
Abby going in
with her shot.
And that's senior number 15, Abby Langing.
Yes, that's right. And I think that's her second goal of the game, Sarah.
Yeah, that is. I didn't see who the assist on was that. Did you see the assist on that, or the person?
I did not see the assist on that.
That was a great job by Holliston, working it around, seeing the opportunity to pick up that ground ball and keeping it in play and keeping it in the hands of Holliston.
That's right. All right, we're looking for another draw control by Holliston. We're going to hope the girls come out strong on this.
That was a nice high draw there.
That was an excellent look by Brooklyn to see that that ball was going to be an opportunity.
Great opportunity by Holliston to pick up and keep the draw and have the draw control. They're still going to hold possession. It looks like maybe there was a little push there that happened with Bellingham, so they're 5 yards behind before the start of the play can happen again. And the ball is back in play. Brooklyn with her speed, bringing it down the line.
The girls are going to settle here, look for some opportunities, create some plays.
Oh, that's a great goal.
Beautiful goal, assisted by number 15, Abby Langen, to Caroline Warriors, number 13. That was a beautiful play.
Holliston pulled them all to the one side of the net, really leaving that opportunity for Caroline to get in there, receive a pass, and score. Great shot by Caroline. That is her second goal, I believe, for the game as well.
I believe 2 and 2 at this point. 2 Caroline and 2 Abby. 2 of our big goal scorers on the team. All right, let's go for another draw control. We've had some success in the second quarter controlling the ball at these draws.
Another high draw. Abby looks like Abby's got it. Terrific. Coach Luke has to be happy with that.
Intercepted by Bellingham. Number 25. That's Alexa Hebert, who's actually an 8th grader on the team.
Yeah, some teams, when their programs are small, they do bring up 8th graders to help play. Typically not on varsity, but for Bellingham, they don't have a JV team, so that exception would be made in that case, especially if they don't have the numbers. Bringing up an 8th grader would be something they would do.
That's right, and I might have been wrong with the number. It might have been 12.
Great defense by Autumn. She really kept that player out of the 8-meter mark and in scoring range.
This defense of ours has been working very hard this season, and they have several different strategies that they're able to employ, several different types of defense.
Yeah, their man-on-man is great, and if they're outbeaten, they're doing the zone defense, and they do a nice job of switching it when they need to. A lot of communication on defense, led by Bridget Malvey as the captain, and of course Amelia as well as the captain and the goalie, seeing with the play, knowing how to make sure they can call the correct defense.
That's right. On that free position, we saw the ball fall out of the Bellingham stick, and we were able to gain possession, which is great.
That's Delia Kane running down with the ball right now. Passing it to Eliza Marion. Eliza Marion, number 12, a junior. A little slip up with the drop of the ball, but recovered it nicely.
She found Abby in the middle of the field, and the girls are now working on setting something up here.
Abby challenging it, realizing that might not happen. Oh, she's gotten around with a shot. Nice goal, Abby.
Beautiful goal.
Way to go, Holliston
Panthers.
Panthers.
For Abby Langen.
That was a great goal. That was a really nicely played all the way down the line with Delia finding Eliza finding Abby, and then Abby in. That was a great play.
The strength of this team is that they've really been working together as a whole unit, seeing everybody on the field. We're changing up the draw now. This is now Maggie Morton, who is my daughter, taking the draw. And we'll get some possession, hopefully.
Looks like they might have chopped at it a little bit, so losing the possession over to Bellingham. Great defense, double teaming. Wow, great job, Holliston. They're calling it a push. I'm not quite sure that was a push. You have to be fully extending your arms for it to be a push. Did not look like that to me, but again, I'm up in the box.
Number 2, Shannon Marina looking for a play.
Looks like they may have called that a charge, Kate.
I think so.
She tried to push right through that defense. Autumn does have the ball, just tried to throw it and lost it. They've paused the game for a moment.
Autumn Smith, it looks like we're just going to fix the goggles, and she'll maintain possession.
Girls' goggles are a necessity, but certainly sometimes can fall off, especially with the fast running. Ball's back in play to Brooklyn.
Eliza bringing it in.
Number 12, junior Eliza Marion, holding the ball. And we're working it around. Little scrimmage there, a little loss of the ball. Looks like Holliston is still recovering it, which is great.
It's good. You know, the two places where you always want to get the ball are on the draw and on a ground ball.
That was a nice run through, nice decision not to shoot by Maggie just because of the defenders that were on her. Bringing it back out, working it around, which is excellent. Looks like Brooklyn going in maybe to make a play. And right around. That call may have been a push. That's going to put Brooklyn on the 8-meter mark with free possession and a shot.
Yeah, that's right. I think it was a push by number 15 is what I think I heard the ref saying. This is a nice location for a free shot.
Great location. Brooklyn is a great player, too. Nice job, Brooklyn. Again, that was freshman Brooklyn Lassard scoring that, number 19. That was a great play.
Great play. Beautiful.
Coming back on the field, I see Kylie DePota coming back on for attack, as well as it looks like maybe Noelle Oliver coming back on the field.
And Avery Ash, I believe, is also on her way.
Oh,
yes,
for defense.
yeah.
Yes, that's great.
Or maybe to midi. Right, draw control. Going to...
That's a great fight there for that ball.
That was an opportunity
nice
for
job,
Bellingham,
Eliza.
but Eliza was not going to let that happen.
A little bit of a push from behind. That's Holliston's ball. Eliza Marion taking down the ball. Looking to set something up here, Holliston.
Eliza to Maeve, Maeve to Maggie, to Lila. Lila looking for an opportunity. Shovel shot. Oh,
that hit the
shot
post.
right off the post.
That was a great shot. Looked like it may have almost gone in.
Maeve's going to be there. See, this is what we're saying on those ground balls. We're doing a great job with those tonight. Maeve is looking for a goal tonight. This is a senior on the team.
That was awesome. Maeve really fought for that ball to keep it in her stick. A late check there allows for her to have a free position. Hopefully a goal for her. I think it might be her first goal for the season, which would be awesome to see on senior night.
And there it is.
There it is.
That is a wonderful thing to see. We love when the seniors get the opportunity to do their stuff on senior night especially.
And again, that score was by Maeve Jordan, number 22. Way to get that goal, Maeve. Really strong shot in.
And we're really seeing that depth of different people shooting, which is great to see on this team. On the circle, we have Abby Langen, Maggie Morton, and nope, that is Maeve Jordan.
Some solid playing by Holliston Panthers tonight. They're really working hard to get those ground balls and fighting for the draw, which, again, it's a game changer. It's something that Coach Luke has been preaching to them, and they're really showing tonight that they can do this.
All right,
Great control by Maggie. Nice job, Maggie Morton.
Maggie bringing it in, looking up at the field, making some good decisions about what to do next.
We've got a great pass
Sees
to Abby.
Abby sees that she's got to pull it out.
That was a great decision by Maggie to pull it out.
Or Abby. I think it was Abby that pulled that out.
Avery Ash
Avery
right
Ash
now.
going in for her goal of the game. This is senior Avery Ash looking for an opportunity. And Noelle Oliver, another senior on the team.
Bringing it in right now is Kylie DePota.
And Kylie will have a free position shot, it looks. That may have been a shooting space, Sarah. Is that what you saw?
I'm not sure if that was shooting space or if that was a little bit of a push by Bellingham. So she's got a side angle, a good shot there if she can pull it off. Placement is key. It's a good hard shot. That was a great attempt by Kylie.
Bellingham goalie had left it inside the crease for her teammate to pick up. Now, that one was inside the crease, Sarah, correct? And so only the Bellingham player would be allowed to pick that one up?
Yeah, so usually when a goalie does that, they're fearful of their throws, worried that they're not going to reach who they need to reach. So there's an official name for it, and I can't remember off the top of my head what it is, but they have a person go behind, pick it up. As long as they're out of the crease when the other person enters the crease, that's legal. So usually it's because their throw is weak or maybe they're not making connections with people downfield with their throws.
Defense is strong. This is Autumn Smith putting on some pressure, also a senior.
Bellingham's working hard. They're really trying to get in. Holliston is doing a nice job keeping their sticks up, playing defense. Looks like we may have been called there. I'm not quite sure what that call was. To me, it didn't look like pushing, but again, the refs, their discretion if they look like they're extending their arms. Looks like they're calling shooting space there. Which is a little surprising, but
This will be a free position by number 15, it looked like, or 12?
That is correct.
15. Mackenzie Walton.
Great save by Amelia. Really nice save there.
Out to Maeve.
Out to Maeve, looking for the pass. Hopefully she can pick her head up, see downfield.
Ball just came out a little short from that stick, and Bellingham was able to find it. Number 2, bringing it in. Okay. Shannon Marino, a sophomore on the team, saw her opportunity and took it. Yeah. Nice.
That was great. That was using speed coming all the way down by Bellingham, just breaking through that defense, not letting them settle, which allowed for them to get that shot in. Score right now, we've got about 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the second period. Holliston Panthers are on top with 7, and the Bellingham Blackhawks have 2. Looks like on the circle we've got Maggie Morton taking the draw. I'm not quite sure I see what number
Bella
it is for.
Bray and Abby Langen.
Great. Not quite sure who for Bellingham. Their shirt numbers are not facing us right now. Straight up in the air.
That's number 12 from Bellingham, which is their freshman, Chloe Henchy, who is taking the draw with our Maggie Morton.
A little bit of a push or a reach around there, and Bellingham is able to get a little bit down there and around the 8-meter arc, passing it around. Great pressure on defense, Kate.
Really great pressure.
That's
Abby Langen applying a lot of pressure.
Ball has been down. Nice.
Ball knocked free. This is number 9, who is
freshman
Bella Bray.
Bella Bray has a beautiful cradle as she's coming down the field. Very upright, very hard to check her stick with an upright cradle like that. Looks like Kylie DePota maybe has the ball down there, and unfortunately lost the ball. Back to Bellingham. The pressure is being put back onto Bellingham. Try to take it away. Great play by Autumn.
Awesome play by Autumn. And we are at the end of the second quarter. So again, thank you to the First Baptist Church, our sponsor for the first half of this game. And we'll be back soon.
Great.
All right, we are back. The girls are taking the field for the second half of this Holliston Panthers versus Bellingham Blackhawks. The score is 7 Holliston to 2 Bellingham. The second half of our game is sponsored by Fisk's General Store, and if you are from Holliston, I guarantee you have been in Fisk's at some point. John does a very good job of taking care of all of the children in town in particular, with making sure all the fad gifts are always there.
He's always got what you want to buy, which is excellent.
And whatnot. We have our first draw. It looks like we're going to have a control done by Abby Langen. Going to bring it down the field. She sees Caroline, brings it in.
Great shot was nice, blocked.
Block by the goalie.
Holliston's working their ball after that missed shot, working it around the perimeter.
Oh,
wow, that was a great
beautiful
shot.
Goal. That was senior Lila Feldman with an assist from junior Charlotte Danielle.
Yeah, that was a great assist. She saw the play with her going in. Sometimes that's hard to do, to see that that ability to pass the ball. So that was a nice job and a great goal. Who was that goal again? It was by...
That was, I believe that was Lila Feldman who put that goal in off of Charlotte's assist.
That's the biggest thing out there. It's great to see these ladies play as a team, working the ball around, feeding the ball to people, not just running in and shooting, which is great. They're really working hard tonight, which is great to see.
That was a beautiful control, but also a nice check there by player number 14, Emmy Henchy. This freshman from Bellingham was able to gain possession, but Autumn Smith is there for that ground ball, bringing it back up the field to the half, seeing Maggie Morton there, able to connect with her. Maggie bringing this in. She's going to slow things down and take a look.
Got to give a shout out to Abby Langen. We've seen her take a couple of falls on the ground tonight. She somehow just continues to play when she's lying on the ground, which is awesome to see. She's got the ball right now, taking it in, taking a shot, and that's another goal.
That was a nice shovel shot from Abby.
I believe that's a hat trick, or that's her fourth goal.
No, that's either her fourth or fifth.
Yeah, nice job by Abby. I'm not
sure, but definitely she had her hat trick in the second quarter. Strong performance by Abby tonight. You know, up until last year on this team, Abby was a defender and then switched into the midfield position, and she's really been a superstar in that location.
She's very aggressive out on the field, which you need as a midfielder. They've got to work the ball both ends of the field, play great at defense, play great at attack, and she's definitely well-suited for that position. Looks like Maggie Morton is taking the draw right now on the circle.
Supported by Brooklyn and Abby. I believe it's Chloe Henchy with her on the draw.
A little scrimmage there to try to get that ball. Looks like what a great fight.
That was a stick to the face, so Holliston will maintain possession.
What a great fight for that ball right there. That's how you win the draw. That's how you get in there.
Maggie Morton thought she might have had an opportunity there, and then realized she probably didn't have the right shot, and so she backed it out, saw her teammate Charlotte, who saw Caroline, and now they are working this together around the circle. Oh, it looks as though
little bit of play, it looks like, trying to set it up.
That's right. This is number 19, Brooklyn. That play probably caused some confusion to the Bellingham defense.
They're working it around. They're being patient, and that's what you have to do. Don't force it in.
Another beautiful shot by Abby Langen. She's having a great game. Beautiful shots. Nice locations. That was in the top corner. Score is now 10-2 with Holliston on top, with about 9 minutes left in the third quarter.
Looks like we're having a little bit of a change there. Looks like maybe Avery Ash coming on the field. We've got Eliza Marion out there on the circle with Brooklyn. It looks like Maggie Morton, who has had a good draw for the past couple of draws out there, getting good control, those folks on the circle. Ball's in the air. Looks like Bellingham has gained possession, but looks like with a little bit of pressure, Holliston is able to fight for it once again, fighting for those ground balls. Again, important to pick up that ground ball. Looks like Bellingham tried, and Autumn came right in there and was able to gain possession.
That was a nice pickup by Autumn. It just popped up in the air there, and she was able to have her stick in the right place at the right time.
That was a check. It looked like a check that was into her body, into her sphere. Holliston's running down. Looks like Autumn has the ball and has scored.
And that is a beautiful thing to see. This is a senior, Autumn, who is a defender on the team, so she does not ever have opportunities to take a shot. And here her teammates saw that she had the opportunity, gave her the opportunity by making sure that they would not be in offsides as our defender made her way to the offensive end of the field. And what a beautiful shot that was. How exciting for Autumn Smith tonight.
Again, Autumn Smith is going out to the University of Tennessee next year. Big school, so probably won't have the opportunity to play lacrosse next year, so it's great to see her score. Holliston is really turning it on. We have a score of 11-2. Holliston on top. The Blackhawks at 2. We've got 8 minutes and 37 seconds left in the game.
We have a new defender on the field for that we haven't seen yet. I'm not sure. Ruby's out there. That's wonderful to see.
Ruby O'Brien is really some part of the heart of the team. She's does a lot of the cheer, has a great cheering voice that you can often hear from the sidelines. Really a good defender, a solid defender as well.
All right, a wonderful draw control. Maggie Morton in possession.
Maggie's taking it down. Looks like she's got an open opportunity. Good decision. Brings it behind. Looking for maybe a pass. Great pass to her teammate. Unfortunately, her teammate.
Number 27, Avery Ash.
It's like Avery did not have great control to catch that. And that's going to be a Bellingham ball. I think there was a little chopping going on before the ball was in possession. So Bellingham has the pass. They've thrown it down the field. Ball is on the ground.
Bridget applying pressure, Eliza helping.
It's a great
Ruby,
defense.
Wonderful defense.
Really doing a nice job, not letting him in there, not letting him in a scoring position.
This is Sarah Schellings now, also a senior on the team, applying pressure in the defensive end. That was a nice look by Bellingham and a great save by Amelia.
Ball has been thrown out of the play. It looks like Bellingham has picked it up. Bellingham has some speed. They're not doing they're doing a good job trying. That was a great shot.
Great shot. Nice save again by Amelia. A little bit of a scrum there results in Bellingham with a free position shot.
Bellingham has had a couple of chances to get a score out there, just not able to get it past our goalie, Amelia, who again is just stellar, over 300 saves, and really doing a nice job. Although that was a goal.
That was a beautiful goal by that number 14, Emmy Henchy. Beautiful. Came right around the net. Was able to take an assist. I didn't see who the assist came from.
I got to be honest, Bellingham has, as I'm looking at their playlist, their roster, they have a very young team that's out there. So, in a couple of years, they have the potential to be quite dangerous out on the field. Holliston's regrouping, and again, like I said, I love seeing the defenders talking about what went wrong, trying to figure it out and make corrections the next time they come down the field. That draw, Liza Marion is fighting for it. Maggie Morton comes up with it. Nice job, Maggie, getting the control of the draw. Down the field, too, it looks
Pass
like.
off to Caroline, who's bringing it right in. She sees an opportunity there, and she takes it.
She was uncontested. That was a nice running it down the field. I love seeing when it's when you're not being contested and you're able to get ahead of your players. It's nice to just get down there and shoot, get the goal. So we're 12-3 Holliston.
With about 6 minutes left in this third quarter.
Maggie's doing a great job, Kate. Your daughter on the in the circle there and getting control of those draws. It looks great. And, of course, both the other middies are also helping, Brooklyn and Eliza, in winning those draws as well.
Absolutely. It takes everyone.
Looks like the Bellingham player didn't lift her stick in that draw, so the draw was awarded to Holliston. Sometimes if they're not lifting their stick, the refs will call it.
Smart play by Charlotte there.
Nice.
I think that.
Nice. That was another great play. Good assist by Charlotte and goal by Caroline Juarez.
I think the goalie got a little lost on that ball.
Yeah.
That can happen.
Caroline Juarez is a sophomore, a rising junior next year. That was a good goal. Has quite a few tonight. Love to see it. I love to see the Holliston players not give up. I talked to them, Kate, the other day at practice. I was helping out Coach Luke, and, I said to them, you guys played probably at your speed in the Hopkinton game at 85%, whereas Hopkinton was at 125. And they all kind of agreed with that. And I said, that speed wins the game. If you're fast and getting the ball down there and passing the ball, you're more apt to win a game. And they're doing a great job tonight, running down the field, fighting for those ground balls, and really seeing the open players.
That was a draw control by Holliston, brought it down. We've lost possession. It's heading back up to the Bellingham end. But our defense, they are strong, and they are ready. Bridget applying defense. Pressure.
Person open in the middle. Looks like they've able to pick it up. And the defense has settled. So now it's up to Bellingham. They've got to work hard to get that ball in that 8-meter mark and get a shot off. Allison's got to capitalize on when those players drop the ball. They've got to be there ready to pick it up. That was a missed opportunity. Bellingham's going to try to run it in. Holliston's defense is a brick wall tonight. They're doing a really nice job. And as soon as I say that, they got a shot off, but Amelia had a great save there. Sarah Schellings with the ball down to Brooklyn. Look at that passing. Nice job, Holliston. A little bit of a throw there, missed by Holliston, but it's coming back down the field by Bellingham. But again, defense is set up. They're ready. Oh, and
Delia is there, ready for that one, and Holliston. It comes up with Abby.
Stick up, Charlotte. couple of missed balls there, missing and catching. Pressure is on. Double team. Oh, almost intercepted.
Charlotte double team, applying pressure there.
The refs are going to call it. Certainly, this ref on our side right now, he's definitely calling those, looks like pushing, but I think it's more just some good defense. Looks like maybe that was a cover on the ball. Holliston's has recuperated it, and they're heading back down the field.
This is Maeve Jordan taking the ball down. She's being doubled. Did a nice job of protecting the ball.
Yeah, it's the midfield is an area where Holliston needs some growth. They need to be able to see their passes right away. They're waiting too long to pass the ball in the midfield, which is causing turnovers. Looks like they have a free possession, Kate, here.
Yeah, I was trying to think of if that was a push or a shooting space. To me, it looked like it might have been a charge, but I think it can be so hard to tell the difference from this angle between a charge and a shooting space.
That was a great goal. That was a goal by...
Is that number 27?
Number 27, which is Caitlin Hebert, and she is a junior for the Blackhawks. Free possessions are hard to be goalie like Amelia, and you're not sure where it's going, and you're making a guess going one way or another. But that was a good, solid shot that the Blackhawks had there.
Looks like Molly Wade has come in as a midfielder.
Ball's up in the air. Maggie Morton has got it. Taken down the field, Kate. Looks good. Looks like they're going to set it up down there. Maybe be patient for a play. Maggie's going in. That was a great shot. Hit the post. But what a great shot there. Holliston looks like they're going to pick it up again. Nice. That would be Molly Wade with the possession. Charlotte Daniel with a pick. Working the ball around, looking for the open player. She is wide open. That was a shot.
Shot by Kylie DePoto. Nice shot, but it just deflected off the goalie's leg.
Looks like there may have been a hit, maybe in the head by Kylie DePoto, and that means she is out for 2 minutes. She'll sit on the sidelines by the table there so that they know she's there.
It's like we're also taking an opportunity here to do a sub.
Those things happen in lacrosse, hitting the head. It's not intentional, but certainly, in the heat of it and trying to get the ball, those things happen. We've got Bellingham with the possession, bringing it back down. Great speed, a little bit of a push, but looks good. Bellingham still has possession. And again, those drops of the ball, Holliston needs to capitalize on that.
It's like there's a conversation here about whether or not they're offsides. Now, it's very hard for teams to not be offsides when they have a player out. They have to pay careful attention to that.
Yeah, they definitely do. Because you always need to have in lacrosse, women's lacrosse, you always need to have 4 players back. So that's important. They're down a player on defense right now.
Right, it looks like we have a free position. There was a shot. Maybe it was a shooting space.
Let's go, Amelia. Holliston defense ready to go in, ready to protect.
Shot has been pressured.
Yep, shot is just missed outside the net. Bellingham has recuperated the ball. They're coming back at the goal. The good effort at a feed in the front.
Excellent effort by Bellingham, and a nice play by Holliston goalie Amelia Langen.
Save it. They've got to save that ball from going out of bounds. What they tried to do, that's Bellingham ball. So it's going to stay down here on our defense right now.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Score of 13, Holliston 4, Bellingham. Again, a shout out to Fisk's General Store for being the sponsor of the second half of this game tonight. And we'll be back. Welcome back. We are about to start the fourth quarter here of the Holliston Senior Night game against the Bellingham Blackhawks. We are at the start of the fourth quarter with a score of 13 Holliston, 4 Bellingham. We've been able to see all of our seniors take the field tonight, which has been really great to see. A lot of effort from everybody who's been on the field tonight. A lot of aggressive play, working hard, playing together. It's great to see this team moving the ball around.
And when you see a lot of players out there on the field, it really does help with the team bonding and the team building, which I love to see. Certainly hard as a coach when you want to win a game and it's a tough competitor. It's hard to put all your players in at a varsity level. So these types of games when we're up, it's great to see other people take the field.
We've got the ref caught up there a little bit in that draw, but Holliston did come up with it. Maggie Morton bringing it down the field.
Maggie does a great job on the circle. Really aggressive, really fights for that ball, which is awesome to see. That's why we're winning a lot of those out there.
All right, Lila Feldman with possession. There's a whistle on the play.
Looks like there may have been a step out of bounds, and so the possession is now going to be turned over to Bellingham. That was good defense by Bellingham for sure. Holliston has got that ball back, bringing it in is Abby Langen. Great shot, top of the net.
That was a strong shot. A lot of speed on that, a lot of power on that. She saw that, and she took that.
That was an awesome shot by senior number 15, Abby Langen. Seeing the top corner, that's what you want to do. Throw your body into it and score. Yeah, back on the circle, we've got Maggie taking the draw. This has been working. I'm glad he's keeping her in there with those draws. Ball's in the air. Maggie easily has gotten possession, running it down, using her speed to keep them or get them off center. Looks like she made a great decision there, passing the ball, getting it out on the outside. Little pressure being put on by Bellingham. Oh, that was an almost. Looks like Bellingham has gained possession. Good effort by Nicole Oliver, I think it was, to try to get the ball back there. Bridget Malvey has possession as a defender.
And Bridget is a defender too, so you'll see us working together to make sure we don't go off sides. And let's give Bridget this opportunity here too. See if we can set up a play for Bridget.
Working around, Charlotte Daniel has possession of the ball. Bellingham is definitely playing man-on-man, trying to gain possession. A little bit of a bobble, and it looks like Holliston has pushed it out of play. I think that's going to be a Bellingham ball. Oh, no, they actually called it in Holliston's favor, which is great. Caroline Juarez with possession. Passing over, oh, that was a great idea, trying to do a quick shot into the goal. Didn't happen. Speed of Holliston getting back down on defense is excellent. Look at Abby.
Excellent job, Abby. Aggressive, coming back up with that ball, getting the possession back.
That was a check in her sphere. Why the refs have called that. Possession is still with Abby. The player has to be 5 yards. They sometimes don't wait for that 5 yards. They just get started right away. And looks like Holliston has thrown the ball away out there. Sometimes you get very into it and very excited, and you just get going so fast that you're not throwing as well as you want to. Again, they're on top, so certainly keeping possession is excellent. But if they lose it here or there, it's not going to hurt them too much at this point in the game. That was a great check by Abby. And great job getting back on defense. And they're going to call that a shooting space. Which again is her getting in front of the player that is in the shooting range.
So this is number 27 from Bellingham, Caitlin Hebert, a junior.
Oh, great save by Amelia.
Yeah, nice attempt, excellent save. Looks like she was attempting to do a bounce shot. This is Sarah Schelling, senior, pulling it up. We're going to see if we can get this defender an opportunity.
A little bit of a trip there and a fall. I don't think it was on anyone on purpose. Looks like the ref has called that and is going to give it to Bellingham. Unintentional trip. And Bellingham had a good opportunity
Molly Wade
there.
Coming up with this.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of a battle here, so we're going to want to come up Holliston on these ground balls every time.
Especially down in defense. Looks like that's not going to happen in here. Looks like Bellingham may have fallen, and it looks like they're going to give possession to Bellingham on this for a free position.
I think this was number 8. Is that what you saw, Sarah?
Yeah, I believe so. Oh, no.
Nope.
Give us a second there as we try to figure out what number that was that scored.
35?
30.
Abby Cunningham.
Yeah, must be freshman Abby Cunningham for the Blackhawks, putting that in the net on the free possession. Holliston's defense is regrouping, trying to figure out what they did wrong there so that that doesn't happen again. Score is 14-5 with 5 minutes and 33 seconds left in the game. Who's our sponsors again, Kate, over there?
Fisk's General Store is our second half sponsor of the game tonight. I know I spend a lot of time in there, always finding something new, something I need, whether it's soaps or things for my bathroom or kitchen or something fun for my niece or nephew.
Yeah, both John and his wife run the store, have for years, and they really do a nice job. Great place to go and get little gifts, like you said. Holliston looks like they're fighting for that ball.
Come
nice
up
job,
here
Maggie
with this
Morton.
Draw. Maggie Morton bringing this ball down.
Looks like they're going to go right in there. Oh, nice decision to pull out. Now going back in. Great shot. Oh, unfortunately, goalie was able to stop it. Bellingham is coming back down. Maggie's had a couple of great looks at the net. Holliston has possession again. Looks like Lila
bringing it in. Lila, senior.
They're gonna call that as a no goal.
No goal.
The Bellingham player's feet were planted, and so I think they're gonna call that as a charge. I thought a charge against Lila. Maybe not. No, maybe not.
We have a Bellingham player leaving the field. Perhaps there was an injury in the way that the Bellingham player hit the ground, and we see a sub-replacement coming in for Bellingham.
So, again, that was a charge. Great. You could tell Lila wanted it. She had the eye of the tiger to get the goal there. Just wasn't going to happen. Bellingham's bringing it down the field, running it. Great defense on her, trying to push her out. They keep calling us on pushing. The stick is being held a little bit straight across or horizontal. If they lift up their stick, I don't think they'd be called as much for pushing. Bellingham is able to work their way around our defenders. Going in for the goal. Working hard, seeing a pass. Ball's on the ground, Kate. We got to come up with these ground balls.
Holliston every time, and it looks like we did come up Holliston, but I'm not sure if we're getting called on an empty stick potentially. Because it does look like we're giving possession to Bellingham.
Looks like it's not a direct shot, so this is an opportunity for Bellingham to work it around, and defenders can certainly defend that. Bellingham is trying to get through, and they're unable to break through.
You know, you got to give it to Bellingham. They have not stopped working hard.
It's easy to get discouraged when the score is as high, but they're fighting till the end, which is awesome. Looks like that was a shooting space call with the free possession. Shot was taken. Amelia was there to cover it. Ball went out of bounds. Bellingham has it again. That's a pass. It's on the ground. They're fighting. And
we have it in Amelia, the goalie's stick.
Awesome. Lots of people open for Holliston. Hopefully they can get the ball down the field quickly, look for the pass. There are people open down the field. Oh, and Holliston, that was a mistake. Holliston has thrown the ball away. Back to Bellingham, back down. Looks like we've got a Holliston player down on the field. Coach is coming on to check. I want to say that may be Abby. All right, we're back up. Not quite sure who that was. Was that Kylie DePota maybe with an injury?
We're about 3 minutes left in this fourth quarter with a score of 14-5. We are in our attacking end. However, Bellingham has possession, so they'll be trying to get this ball down to the other end of the field.
Really important for Holliston to mark up, not leave a player open, not let that pass happen, maybe get it back. They're fighting for it, and I think a little pressure on it is helpful. Great swing to try to check. But again, this young lady that's cradling is really holding an upright cradle, which doesn't make checking easy. That was a little bit of a push or enough charge coming down with the feet planted. There's another one down. We've had 2 players down within one play. And now we have a injured Holliston player hit the ground pretty hard on that charge.
Yeah, it looked almost like she had fallen backwards on her head. That was some aggressive running from Bellingham, just sort of running right through the people, and they...
Yeah, it's hard when you're out there and you're playing and you see the goal and you want that opportunity. You're really pushing hard, and I think sometimes players don't. They're moving fast, and it's hard to kind of stop your play.
That's right. So now we have Elizabeth Guan taking the field as a substitute for Autumn Smith, who is going to just take care of that injury for a minute.
Yeah. Autumn Smith is just recovering from a concussion not too long ago at the beginning of the season. So I'm sure any hit to the head is, not great for her. And so taking a moment and a rest is super important for her.
Abby had worked to get the ball from this Bellingham player, number 12, Chloe Henchy. But it has gone back to Chloe.
Great defense by Holliston. I mean, again, it's a brick wall. There is no call there. I can't believe the ref is calling that. That was a great defended play by Holliston, but he's calling that. Looks like he may have called that a bit of a push. Yeah, unfortunately, because that was great defense. The fans seem to be getting a little loud out there.
No, it's been a long afternoon, Sarah, with the 45-minute delay on this game.
We luckily got our ref, and after he reffed a game in Medway, so it's nice to have 2 refs out on the field. Again, we had one at the beginning, and that one is the secondary ref, so could not or would not ref a game solo. Bellingham's trying to get it in there. Holliston is doing a nice job defending their goal and helping out Amelia. That was a charge by Bellingham, trying to get through 2 players that had their feet planted.
This is Sarah Schellings, who's going to bring the ball out. She's going to see Abby Langen.
A little bit of a rainbow throw, but it worked for her. Abby's bringing it down. Holliston needs to get themselves set up and get open. Charlotte Daniel wide open in the middle. Oh, missed opportunity.
This is Lila Feldman. She's still hungry for a goal. This is senior night. She's looking for something here.
That was a great shot by Lila and a great save by the goalie.
Bellingham working on a clear. Just bobbling the ball a bit, but they do have possession.
A little bit of a
21.
swing there.
Pretty speedy here, bringing the ball in. And that's the game.
What a win for Holliston on senior night to win. Final score 14-5. Bellingham had a good effort there and really appreciated their ability to not give up during that game. Well, Kate, that's probably it for you and I, right?
Yeah, this was a great game tonight. We got here about 5 o'clock for our senior night festivities, and here it is 8 o'clock, so it's been a long evening for everyone here. I appreciate you sticking with it. Again, the sponsor for the second half of the show was Fisk's General Store, a great little shop in Holliston. If you've never checked it out, I encourage you to go do so. They've got something for everybody in there. Again, thanks to Holliston Hub HCAT on behalf of Dawn, Lindsay, Sarah, and me, and thanks for joining us tonight. Have a good one.
Have a great night. Peace out. Congratulations, Holliston.